Jeffrey obsesses over that girl. He thinks about her all the time. He plays video games whilst thinking about her. He jacks off whilst thinking about her. He scrolls and he checks her social media. But with Adonis, it's reversed. The girls obsess over Adonis. Adonis obsesses over his purpose. He focuses on his goals like his business and his workouts. Jeffrey's part of the hustle and grind culture. He wants to make 50 million in his 20s, and so he works all day, every day. But oddly enough, he doesn't seem to accomplish anything. He largely does shallow tasks and he interrupts his workflow every 2 minutes to check his phone. He sacrifices sleep and rest to work more. Adonis works on his purpose for just a few hours every day, but he has the focus of a monk. He remains undistracted whilst he commits to his deep work and accomplishes great things. Then he rests and unwinds through activities like meditation and working out in nature. Jeffrey goes about his day imagining all the alternative lifestyles he could have. He's a movie star when he goes to the shop. He's a rock god when he listens to music. He's Adonis when he works out. He's always in a daydreaming haze, and every time he comes back to the present moment and realizes what his real life is like, he seeps back into the haze. Adonis doesn't daydream. He stays in the present moment. With that, he grows. He feels more focused when he works, and he has a better mind-muscle connection when he exercises. Jeffrey wants to drop out of the rat race, and he thinks the way to do that is to work long hours, invest in a 401k and stocks, and hopefully make millions. So he ends up working long hours and spends most of his wage on instant gratification to recover from those long hours. Adonis works, and he works hard, but he doesn't trade his time for money. He doesn't work under a boss's commands. Adonis spends time working on his craft and exercising in nature. Jeffrey's self-improvement has been very difficult. He finds a new self-improvement technique like no-fap or cold showers or meditation, and he's hyped. But before he knows it, he's back to being inconsistent. Jeffrey doesn't know that it's his mental health that is actually the problem. Adonis has been through some shit, and because of that experience, he knows the importance of training his mind just like he trains his body. Jeffrey has made some progress in his self-improvements, and that gave him some confidence. Too much confidence. He started to believe that he knew it all, and so he stopped learning, and eventually he stopped improving. Adonis has made insane progress in life, but he holds the frame that he is a lifelong student, and so Adonis continues learning, improving, and growing. Jeffrey set the goal to work out every day. By Tuesday, he convinces himself that he'll skip today's workout because he has too much work to do, and he'll just do a longer workout tomorrow. By Friday, he's forgotten his goal entirely. Adonis set the goal to work out every day, and so he does it. Jeffrey does shallow work at best. He says he works all day, but he constantly distracts himself with his phone and YouTube. At the end of the day, he hasn't accomplished anything of value, but he feels fatigued and overworked. Adonis does deep work. He enters a deep workflow that no one could pull him out of. He remains focused for a couple of hours, achieving more than Jeffrey does in an entire week. Afterwards, he rests his brain by meditating, journaling, and working out in nature. Jeffrey spends all of his day stationary on his computer chair. That's it. That's all he does. Adonis wanders. He explores the realms and the enemy tribes, and he takes their women. Jeffrey keeps avid track of his no-fap streak. He gets just a couple of days in, and then he resets it back to 0. Now that he's back on 0, he faps 3 more times. Adonis isn't even aware that no-fap is a thing. He just has sex and doesn't fap like a monkey because he's not lonely. He expends that energy instead by doing challenging things like making a business or lifting weights.